So, Grandpa, where were you born?
I was born right up here on Grandpa's farm over here. My dad's farm over here, where Crosses got that farm now.
How many acres did Grandpa have there?
He had 80 acres.
80. And was it mostly woods?
It was all woods that he cleared it. He cleared it.
Was it all on the same side as the house there?
No. It was that they had 140 over there, east of Pink's Road. Then they had another 40 west of Pink's Road. And then he bought that other 40 north 40 over there. He bought that about 20 years later.
Okay. So when you grew up, did you live in a one-room house as well?
Sure we did. We had a one-room house. It was about, I would say it's about 12, but 20 or 20, something like that, 24, yeah.
So what year were you born?
1918.
Grandma, what year were you born? 1922. And where was your home place? Up in Somme. And you had 8 siblings? Or 7?
You had 3 girls?
Siblings, you mean a family?
Yeah.
You know, the family right there?
Your brothers and sisters.
Oh. 8.
8 of you. And did you guys have a one-bedroom house, or?
No. The first house that they lived in, it was just a little girl. And that had 3 bedrooms in it. And they moved that up to Sam's school. They built the teacher's cottage then.
Oh.
And in 1928 they built a house that's sitting there now.
The same house that they built in 28 is still there. That one that's up in Somme.
Yeah.
That looks like a big house.
It was 4 bedrooms upstairs.
Was there a bedroom downstairs too? One. Did it get cold up there when you were a little girl? No, they had it.
Basement furnace.
Basement furnace that blew the.
And the furnace was right next to the stairway, so the heat would go up the stairway.
Oh, okay. And so you guys stayed nice and warm. And you had what, 2 younger siblings than you, or 3?
There was 4 girls in that family.
Paul and Bertha.
And it was
Paul, Bertha, and Anna.
4 boys and 4 girls in that family.
Oh, they had 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe and Frank and Paul and Leon.
And one of your brothers, though, died pretty young, didn't he?
Frank
Frank.
died when he was 21 years old.
And how'd he die?
He just got pneumonia and died.
Did that happen often?
No, he was a married man.
Frank was married?
Sure, he was married. He married Amelia Gazunas.
Oh.
They lived on that farm right north over there, Grovers.
Did they have children?
Yes, they had 1 boy when Frank died.
Huh. And where's he at now?
He's gone too. He's dead. He lived in Rockford in Illinois, and he's dead too.
Really? Huh. So, Grandpa, how many siblings did you have?
I was the only boy, and I had 5 sisters.
5 sisters. Now, but from your mother, there was 4 of you?
4 of us, yeah. There was Lois and Biddy and Veronica and me. And they had Lois and Veronica, and then they had me. Then they had Biddy after me. That's Mrs. Frederick.
And how old were you kids when your mom died?
Well, Veronica was 9, and I was about 7 or 8. And Lois was in between Veronica and me. Yeah.
Betty, was she a baby?
No, she wasn't a baby. She was about 6 years old.
Oh, okay. And then how many years did you live without a mother?
1 year.
Just 1.
1 year, yeah. Then we got a stepdaughter.
Was that a rough year?
It was tough.
Yeah. And then your dad, how did your dad meet your stepmother?
He went to school with her in Iowa 20 years before that. And my grandmother, Pa's mother, she died the same year my mother did. And
Did they live around here?
they lived in Clear Lake, Minnesota, Sherburne County. And Grandpa Prushka, or Grandpa Funk, he come to the funeral because they was a good friends of Grandpa Neff's. And he talked to Pa, and he had two daughters at home, Ma and Mary. And he says, well, why don't you get Tilly? And Tilly was 36 years old when she married Pa, and Pa was 37. And they went to school together. And Pa started writing to her. And then in the spring, he went down there and married her. And she was a heck of a good woman. Nice, good, and a working woman, a good woman. Yes, she was.
Where did you kids stay when your Pa went down there? I suppose it took him a couple weeks, huh?
It did. Ted Neff was over there. He come and stayed with us kids.
Oh.
Ted. That's before he was married too. He was a young buckaroo. He was 28 years old.
Oh, so you had your young uncle stay with you.
Yeah.
Could he cook for you? I bet Veronica was cooking.
I don't know, she cooked some. But the only thing she could make was Johnny cake. That was cornbread.
I bet you got tired of Johnny cake.
We did. And then Pa bought 2 loaves of bread. Every day he bought 2 loaves of bread. That was 30 cents. He walked up to Shook's and got 2 loaves of bread. And that's the only thing we had. Otherwise, we ate off the farm.
So when you butchered a cow, though, how did you keep the meat cold?
But they butchered the cow. They didn't butcher the cow until in the wintertime, till the meat froze up.
Oh.
And in the pork, and when they butchered the pig, they put the pig in salt brine, and then they smoked the meat. And they didn't have no freezer or anything. They smoked the meat, and they kept the meat too. The meat was good too. Oh yeah.
So when you butchered a cow, did you split it between families, or could one family eat a cow?
They could eat a cow, but they could eat a cow over winter because it stayed froze up.
Oh, so then they just cut it up and put it in a special spot and...
No, they left the cow hang there and then cut a little bead off every day or so.
Oh. So it just hung there. When you wanted a steak, you just went and cut one off.
Why, sure.
So did your mother do that, or who went and cut it? Did your dad, or?
My mother did that. My stepmother did that. Sure.
Do you remember much of your real mother?
Not much. I remember my mother, real mother. Yes, I remember her too. She was a real emotional lady.
A real what?
Emotional lady.
Oh.
She was either really, really happy or whether she got mad. She got really mad when she got mad. Otherwise, she was singing and happy as could be.
There's a picture of her up there on the wall.
Yeah, up there on the wall there.
So, but your stepmother you got along with very well.
I got along real good with my stepmother.